Namaskar, CM Manmohan Jindal, ex-Canara Bank, IBBI registered value and security in financial assets from Mumbai. Today we shall discuss some aspects on Sarfaesi Act 2000. So, with an aim to provide a structured platform to the banking sector for managing its mounting NPA stocks and keep pace with the international financial institutions, the securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interests, Sarfaesi Act, was put in place to allow banks and financial institutions to take possession of securities and sell. Earlier to Sarfaesi Act, bankers have to move to the court or other platforms where they have to be in queue for the long time and for a long years. So it has enabled banks and financial institutions to realize long-term assets, manage problems of liquidity, assess liability mismatches, and improve recovery by taking possession of securities, sell them, reduce non-performing assets by adopting measures for recovery or reconstruction. So banks feel on ease by coming or by passing the Sarfaesi. The securitization and reconstruction of financial assets, Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002 empowers banks and financial institutions to recover their non-performing assets without the intervention of the court. The Act provides three alternative methods for recovery of non-performing assets, namely securitization, asset reconstruction, or enforcement of security without the intervention of the court. The provision of this Act are applicable only for NPA loan with outstanding above rupees 1 lakh. If there is a NPA or if there is a substandard doubtful or loss asset below rupees 1 lakh, this Act is not. Another condition is that loan account where amount is less than 20% of the principal and interest are not eligible to be dealt with under this Act. Suppose a person has taken 100 rupees and he has paid 80 rupees. Now the balance is 20% or less. The Sarfaesi Act is not applicable on it. Non-performing assets should be backed by the securities charged to the bank by way of hypothecation or mortgage or assignment. So in three cases, the security should be charged to the bank. Security interest by way of lien, pledge, hire purchase or lease not liable for attachment under section 60 of CPC are not covered under this Act. Bank may issue demand notice for defaulting borrower and guarantor, calling upon to discharge their dues in full within 60 days from the date of notice. Notice is issued under section 32 of the Sarfaesi. To give notice to any person who has acquired any of the secured asset from the borrower to surrender the same to the bank. To ask any debtor of the borrower to pay any sum due or become due to the borrower. Debtor को भी कहा जा सकता है debtor of the borrower, जिस borrowers ने से debtor borrower ने पैसा लेना है उसको भी कहा जा सकता है. Any security interest created over agricultural land cannot be proceeded. Agriculture land के ऊपर ये एक्ट लागू नहीं होता है. If on the receipt of the demand notice the borrower makes any representation or raises any objection, authorized officer shall consider such representation or objection carefully, and if he comes to the conclusion that such representation or objection is not acceptable or tenable, he shall communicate the reason for non-acceptance within 15 days of receipt of such representation or objection. A borrower or guarantor aggrieved by the action of the bank can file an appeal with DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal, and then DRAT, but not with any civil court. The borrower or guarantor has to deposit 50% of the dues before an appeal with DRT or the amended percentage as the case. If the borrower fails to comply with the notice, the bank may recourse to one or more of the following measures. Take possession of the security, बैंक possession ले सकता है, सेल कर सकता है, लीज कर सकता है, assign कर सकता है over the security, manage the same or appoint any person to manage the same. So possession ले सकता है, जब तक वो नहीं बीतती उसको मैनेज करने के लिए दे सकता है, सेल कर सकता है, लीज कर सकता है, असाइन कर सकता है without the intervention of the court. The Sarfaesi Act was passed in 2002 to legalize the securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest on the recommendations of the Narasimham Committee 2 and Andhyarujina Committee, which was constituted for examining banking sector reforms. The Act emphasized the reformation of asset reconstruction companies and securitization companies. So thank you very much. This is from my side, a small disclaimer before acting on any provision. Kindly go through the latest guidelines of the RBI or under the Sarfaesi Act. This is only educational video and for education purpose, awareness purpose, and to inform the general public about it. धन्यवाद.